Okay, so this is going to be a tutorial on how to install the live split load remover for Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy. This load remover was recently made mandatory for submissions on the speedrun.com leaderboards for NST. Reasoning for why we decided to do this can be found in the forums, but it had to do with the quality of some of the submissions we were getting. So it's really unfortunate that we had to do this, but this felt like the only way we were going to get some good quality control on submissions. So we decided to make it mandatory. It's very easy to set up, and we get a lot of questions on how to do it. So I'm going to walk you through on how to download and install this load remover and get it to work. It's been a while since I did this, so I'm going to walk through it and hopefully don't mess anything up. So you can get the load remover in one of two places. If you go to speedrun.com/crashnst, you can either check resources and then Crash NST load remover for live split, and you click on this and the releases are here, and you just download whatever the most recent update is. The same link is available in this forum post, which is forums Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy, so you can just like find it right here. It's the first sticky currently, I believe. Yes. And then you can just download it here, and there are instructions here on how to do it, so I'll walk through this. So from here you download the so you download the whatever current version it is, or so yeah, live split Crash NST load remover. You click this link and you download it. Just say keep or whatever. If you get a, oh, you guys can't see it because I'm in the way, but there's the download. So from there, you take this file and you drag it into your live split folder, wherever it is. Mine is in my documents. Wherever you saved all of your live split files, you want to go here, and going off of these instructions, let's move this out of the way for a little bit. Or here we go. I'll shrink this window. So yeah. You put the live split Crash NST load remover inside your live split components folder. So you pick this folder, components, and you see there's a lot of like just live split components that you can add. You can add to these and just they just add like there's some of best sub splits. This is just all the stuff that live split does for options for timing. And then if you look up here, I already have it dragged here. So but you would take it and you would drag it here. So then from there, after you've done that, you go up, you go into your live split, which I'll just open now. Live split's taking a little bit to open, apparently. Okay, so here's your live split. Your layouts, however you have it set up. This is just the way I have my splits set up. You go into edit layout, and you pick layout settings. Or no. Layout editor. Yeah, it says edit layout, add. Now you add control Crash NST load remover. So if you add this, oh, that was a mistake. So if you do that, you see here I have Crash NST load remover. It doesn't matter where you put it in the splits because it's an invisible extension. So yeah. So then once that's loaded, you pick this, and depending on what version of Sane Trilogy you're using, depends on where you're gonna do the screen capture, because this load remover works by screen capture. It will detect when the game is on a loading screen, it will freeze the timer for you. That's how it works. It doesn't read anything in the game, it just reads what it sees on your computer screen. So if you're playing on PC like me, you can straight up just pick like Sane Trilogy the game. Like I have it up right now. And if you play Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy, then it will just take the entire game's window. If you are playing on console, or if for whatever reason this doesn't work for you, you can instead have it highlight whatever is capturing your game footage. So if you're playing on like PS4, like I used to, you can instead have it capture OBS, which is what I use to stream all of my gameplay. So here you would pick OBS, and then you would just you would move this rectangle and resize it with the left and right mouse key until it fits over just the footage of Sane Trilogy. So it covers just the screen of the game. I guess I can kind of show how that would look on. Let me see if I can do this. Well, it's not going to show you if I actually do it. So, but generally, like there will be like a certain area of the screen that will be like captured by OBS. So like here, like I would just cover this, which is like the footage of Sane Trilogy. This scaling thing right here is so you can like increase the windows to like make it closer to covering the whole thing. You need to be able to cover the entire screen. So like if I go back to Sane Trilogy, so this is a full game. This is me running it on PC. If I were to scale this to like 100%, it doesn't capture the whole screen and the load remover won't work. So if you're having that issue where your capture preview isn't the entire screen, try scaling, and that should be able to help you capture the entire thing. I've found with PC, where I'm playing on 1280 by 720, 125% gives me the whole thing. If you're playing on a higher resolution or a lower resolution, it might be different. I honestly don't know. This current required thing, I quite honestly don't know what it does. I think it has to do with the coloration and how it captures your loading screen. So mine is set to 114 and 300, I guess. I guess that this is like, this number is how much it needs to read. Like, I think it reads yellow and black or something. It looks for the words loading, and then it, when it sees it matches that, then it triggers the load remover. But this one, I think if you just leave it on default, you should be fine. But if you're having issues, then I generally have it set to 300. So, yeah. And then, other than that, other common issues I see are, for people who do it through OBS, one common mistake that even I make is that you can't minimize OBS. You can't minimize whatever screen or window on your computer is showing your gameplay footage, because if you do, the load remover will not recognize it's there. So, for example, when I streamed on PS4, I would keep OBS up in the background. I would have other windows over it, but I would not minimize it, because if I do, the load remover doesn't work. The other thing is that in your splits, you want to make sure that you are comparing to game time, not real time. That can be done by compare against real time versus game time, and then you can also, in your layout, you can make it so your timing method, you can have current timing method, which would be whatever you set it to. You can also have real time and game time. What I do, and I really like this, is that I have a real time, or I have a game timer right here. This is the one that freezes with load remover, and I have a real timer that's like really small, like right below it, because it's just nice to have a point of reference for like when I submit a run. It's really easy to see what both the game time and the real time are, because you need both for your submission. But yeah, I'll show it in action. So like once you have all that set up, just go into the game. And then this should work. I'll just start a new game. And then if you just start, it should freeze on the load screens. And there we go. So every time it sees this load screen, it will freeze the timer, and then every time the load screen goes away, it'll resume it. And see, exactly like that. And that's pretty much all there is to the load remover. It's very easy to set up. If you have any issues, even after you watch this video, just feel free to ask in either the forums or the Discord. If you ask on the Discord, people will probably answer you very quickly. We're more than happy to help you set this up, especially now that it's mandatory. But definitely, like, it's a really easy tool to set it up. It's not difficult at all. And yeah, I hope this helped people who were having trouble doing the load remover. And yeah. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.